Good morning, children. I'm sorry that I can't see you all at school just yet. It won't be long until we meet. But today I'm going to read you a story. Before we look at the story, let's see if you can guess the story. You might already know it. I have some puppets. I'm going to show you the puppets and we're going to see if you can guess what the story's called from the characters. Let's have a look. So down here I have one of the main characters. This character has 2 wings and feathers, 2 eyes and a beak, and it's black. Can you guess which type of animal it is? That's right, it is a bird. This is actually a crow. So the crow is one of our main characters. Let's put the crow onto the table. Have a think if you know any stories with a crow in. Let's look at our next character. Looks quite mean. Oh, okay. So this character has got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 green legs, a long green tail, a big mouth with a long red tongue like a snake, and a strange purple hat, 2 red eyes. This is a tricky one. This is actually a lizard. So we have a crow, an evil looking lizard. Have you guessed it yet? Not yet. Okay, let's look at one more character. This is the main character in the story. Here it is. It's a very long and wiggly animal with 2 big eyes. Doesn't have any legs. You would find one of these in the garden. Not a snake. It's a worm. He looks friendly. So we have a crow, a lizard and a worm. They're the main characters in today's story. Have you guessed the story? Oh, some of you have. Well done. It is. The story today is called Superworm. This here says Superworm. This is the title. Superworm. Can you say Superworm? Well done. This says Superworm, and this is Superworm on the front. He's on the front cover. And down here, this is the author who has written the story, and the person, the illustrator, who has sketched all the pictures. And on the back, we can see Superworm. So on the back cover, we can also see Superworm with his friends. Let's go back to the front cover. Today's writer of the story is called Julia Donaldson. We'll learn all about her later in the year. I'm going to read the story to you now, so sit back and enjoy it. But if you hear a rhyme that you can join in with, you can help me. Look out for our characters. Here's Superworm. Let's get started. Superworm is super long. Superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, see him squirm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm. Uh-oh. Help! Disaster! Baby Toad has hopped onto a major road. Quick! Whatever can we do? Who comes to the rescue? Look! A Superworm lasso. Superworm has hooked himself around the toad and saved him. The beetles are feeling bored today. They need a nice new game to play. Cheer up, beetles, no need to mope. It's Superworm, the skipping rope. Superworm. look, Superworm has saved the bees. Well done, Superworm. Here are the beetles. Beetle's fallen in the well. Is she drowning? Who can tell? Not to panic. All is fine. It's Superworm, the fishing line. Superworm is amazing. What a great helper. Then, toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snails and sister slugs, uncle ant and earwig ant, clap and cheer and chant this chant. Superworm is super long, Superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, see him squirm, hip hip hooray for Superworm. Well done, Superworm. Let's see if you can join in with the rhyme the next time it comes up. Oh, here are the mean characters that we saw earlier. The chant is carried on the air to Wizard Lizard in his lair. He mutters in his servant's ear, find that worm and bring him here. The servant crow is black and grim. Everyone is scared of him. They all let out a fearful shriek to see their hero in his beak. Poor Superworm, what's going to happen? What do you think? Oh no. I'm going to get a bit close with the picture because it's quite dark. There you go. The wizard waves his magic flower. Now, Superworm, you're in my power, and you must tunnel, rive and coil to find me treasure in the soil. Superworm is very cross to have a lizard as his boss, but when he tries to slink away, the wizard's magic makes him stay. Oh, he's under the wizard's power. Poor, poor Superworm. For days he tunnels, twists and winds, but all the treasure that he finds is 2 small buttons, half a cork, a toffee and a plastic fork. The lizard flicks an angry tail. Have one last try, and if you fail to find that treasure down below, I'll feed you to my hungry crow. Superworm is looking very worried. The crow is flapping through the night. Everyone looks up in fright. They see him perch upon an oak and listen to his dreadful croak. Superworm is good to eat. Superworm's a special treat. He'll be juicy, fat and firm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm. How mean. Action, quickly, at the double. Superworm's in frightful trouble. We must help him if we can. We must hatch a cunning plan. Great, all of his friends are going to help. They're all planning how to help Superworm. The garden creatures leave their home, carrying a honeycomb. They jump and fly and crawl and creep and find the lizard fast asleep. They chew the petals off his flower to rob him of his magic power. The caterpillars fetch some leaves while busily the spiders weave. The web is strong, the web is tough, the web is plenty big enough. Then up the bees and beetles fly and lift the web into the sky. This is the place, and bang, crash, thump, the wizard's in the rubbish dump. And now, from somewhere underground, there comes a distant rumbling sound. The earth begins to heave, and then Superworm is back again. Phew. superworm, the swing, the slide, the hula hoop, the fairground ride, superworm, the belt, the hat, the crane, the train, the acrobat. He's always helping his friends and doing lots and lots of different things. Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snails and sister slugs, uncle ant and earwig ant, clap and cheer and chant this chant. See if you can join in. Superworm is super long, superworm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, see him squirm. Hip hip hooray for superworm. And he's got a big smile on his face because his friends have helped him get away from the mean lizard. And that brings us to the end of today's story. Did you enjoy it? I did. I've also got some more puppets down here. These are actual puppets from the story, so they look a little bit more like the puppets. I'll just show you these before we go. So here we go. This is another puppet I've got of one of the main characters. Can you remember who this is? That's right. That's the servant crow. Well done. And I've got another one of the characters. Here we go. Who's this? That's right, it's the wizard lizard, and he was another mean character. And then I think you all know the last one. This is the other main character that we have. Let's have a look. Who's this? That's right, Superworm. Wow. I've really enjoyed reading to you, and I can't wait to see you all soon. I hope you've enjoyed the story. Okay, bye for now. Bye-bye.